Hello, I'm Charles Abels, local photographer in and around Prescott Valley, Arizona. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this presentation. All right, let's talk about my week with my first week, I should add, with my Leica Q2. And it's just phenomenal. Last week was the photograph in a low light environment. I'm still a working man. I go in early in the morning and it's fundamentally pitch dark out there. There are times where something, not often, but something will attract my attention and I want to photograph it. And it's always been my drive to ensure that I have cameras fully capable of low light photography. The Q2 fits the bill. The pictures that I'm about to show you now are pictures of the low light environment that I had shot in while going to work. I want to share with you the settings that I had. First thing that I did before I photographed low light, adjusted my ISO to 6400. That's a pretty decent ISO, and I know from experience there are things that I can do to help grab a photograph. Second thing, the Summilux lens is just phenomenal on this camera. And at 1.7 f-stop, it is remarkable. I mean, your f-stop is fairly large. That allows all the lights to come in. The shutter speed is pretty much dependent on the circumstances. You decide the shutter speed. Giving the lighting condition and the low light and the darkness, you will need to make that determination of what you want to adjust it to. So I varied on my shutter speed and making the adjustment to get the shots that I wanted. Manual focus. Autofocus is great. It serves a purpose. I use it on occasions, but more and more now, because I find that I photograph with film rangefinder cameras. I find that for me it's a lot easier to do the manual focus. And what's great about this is the manual focus on this. It's remarkable. If you were to look at how I got my fingers in here, and I could sit there and then do all the focusing that I need to do in there. It's a great curvature setup that allows you to find the knob to focus your camera on. So low light, manual focus, because that way, the basic gist is, if you don't have enough light to focus on something, your autofocus is not going to truly work all the time. So you need the manual focus on your subject matter that you want to photograph. The next thing is the film style. That's up to you. In this particular series of photographs that I will show you, I photographed it in monochrome, high contrast. I cannot explain it, but I find anytime I photograph in the low light on the way to work, and I'm going to hazard a guess it's primarily because of subject matter, I shoot monochrome high contrast. There's something about monochrome and low light shooting that just fascinates me with the outcome of the photograph. That is purely up to me, and that is something that I'm not telling you to photograph with. You have to decide what you want to photograph, if it's color or monochrome. So you could have fun with that. And then, last but not least, in the menu, image stabilization. Turn it on. Fundamentally, you need all the help that you can get to stabilize your lens to get as sharp of a picture as you can get. Now, I'm not saying tack sharp, but I will say as sharp of an image as you can get. I'll be the first to admit some days are diamonds and a lot of days are stone. But yet, if you could dial your focus in and you have your image stabilization on, in the menu it's called the optical image stabilization, you have it on, it will increase the chance to have as sharp of a photograph in a low light environment as possible. That is all I have to say right now till the end. I hope you enjoy the photographs that I'm getting ready to display, and then we'll talk to you afterwards. I hope you enjoyed those photographs. I know I enjoyed taking them. I enjoyed the challenge, especially using a new camera, you might say. Even though I'm familiar with the Leica Q series, having a Leica Q2, it was still a learning experience. And I could honestly say that the mistakes that were made when taking some of these photographs, it was not due to the camera, it was primarily due to operator error on my part. And the last photo I'm going to share with you is what I would say is my favorite photograph of the week. I had titled it Raw Power, and it's because it's given all the weather that we've been having and the fact that we're wet. This last round really filled up what we called Lynx Creek Dam, and it overflowed, and so I wanted to photograph that picture. But for me to do that, to get the full scope of the photograph, I needed to create fundamentally 4 panels as a landscape, stitching it together in Lightroom, and then cropping it down to a 16:9 aspect ratio. And I want to share that with you. So I hope you enjoy that picture. That's going to be the ending picture or photograph. I hope you, if you like this channel, I hope you like this channel. I hope you subscribe to this channel if you wish. And without further ado, and until next time, we'll see you later.